From the very first bell, this fight exploded into pure chaos and raw aggression. Heavy punches landed clean, bodies shook, and neither warrior took a step back. The pressure kept building with every brutal exchange in the center of the ring. It got so intense, even their wives couldn't watch.
Eddie Froch, and also it was managed by Eddie Froch.
Tony's head. So far in the first round, Rock has shown that he's planning to do exactly what he said he would do. Toney now.
It's interesting that James predicted he would knock out
aggressively and set up counter-punching opportunities.
But I think also when he talked, I'm surprised he hasn't thrown more right hands. He landed one right hand with very effective, and even working a nice little jab up in between the gloves of Rockman also. Landed a jab.
Toney wherever he can. Toney with the right hand to the body. Rockman landing a little left hook upstairs. Expected him to be in. Rockman lands another right cross across the top. Toney lashing back with body shots.
Side of James's head, instead of just putting it in the back.
Toney seems to fall slightly into the ropes on his feet there.
I don't think he's hurt. I think he just pulled it Rockford in, and in this type of a situation, Toney is way more effective in a short fight.
I agree.
Being fat has to count for something. You just can't be fat and not have to pay for it.
He can handle the attrition over the long haul. This is the second round, and they're 79 punches. That's a big punch output. Landed 26. James again. Big right hand up top by Toney. Rockman handles it. Gets him with a good right cross inside, hits the ropes. Let's go!
Toney has hands like a middleweight. He's got strong hands.
Let's go!
So far, the most dominant talent back right now. Right now. I see Rockman's hand is extremely huge.
Why does it matter?
I think because it actually shows punching power. I mean, most guys with big hands, that shows strength.
The better he gets, he hasn't lost a fight in not 5 years. That's what they do. Terrific round.
They trade all the way.
Go get killed. James Toney's just too crafty. And that's it right in too often. 2-1.
Rockman gets in a...
Tennis chair. And that seems to get him.
He's fighting a very good fight at this stage, but looking ahead, it doesn't look too good for him going down the stretch.
Accurate. Still landing particularly with the right from time to time. But as you say, Emmanuel, his...
Well, Freddie Roach wanted him to come in at around 220.
James would be in bad shape. Right?
Your jab, that's the plan. Unleash the beast. Toney comes back with a little bit more fire now. It certainly figures in the deck.
But James fights like the old school fight. He rolls. He very seldom gets hit with a clean punch. The right very rollish.
The crowd gets restless now, looking for more action like they saw in the early rounds, or continuing to land.
Toney will fight good right here because
His hands in there. And the right hand uppercut. Rockman getting hit from various different angles.
that James Toney can't hurt him.
That's a big advantage if it's true.
Yeah. Very disciplined fight, very confident.
It's a pretty simple plan.
And he would have some problems. If I have to choose between all of the other training techniques, I would take running to get beat any bag, because that's closest to the reality.
Hard right hand by Toney over the top.
Running to get beat any bag, because that's closest to the reality.
Hard right hand by Toney. In fact, be tiring. He tries to put together a little first gear.
Rockers fight, he's going to fight, but he still hasn't shown you the speed to get out of the fight. He got to
How well it takes a punch, but Rock is able to move Toney with the right hands out. Toney lands another right. It's a punch, but Rock is able to move Toney with the right hands out. Or does it favor the quicker, more technically crafty James Toney?
Should favor Rock, but in this case,
Tony goes, he loses balance, goes flying across the ring. The judges...
Jab. I have to focus on the jab. I have to build every round behind it. If he wins the fight, he will have won it with his jab.
Mr. Norman about the same
Good
token.
uppercut by
James.
Alex Lewis, dominant when he threw 30 jabs per round.
Yep.
I wonder if Tony feels a sense of urgency now.
Hard right hand by Tony. His left came back to win.
Yep, very, very determined.
Stop right there.
Very determined performance by Rockman.
Those were big heavyweight punches. That big right hand over the top. Trying to catch Rockman on there.
And you go again. He's rolling. Rockman's right.
He's telling him, in effect, you got to knock him out. You got to hit him.
Feel the beat. Feel baby. Pops with one in return. And you see the defensive skills of Tony there.
But Jirov is putting a lot of pressure on him. He's making him work a lot faster and more than he normally would work.
Mental pressure from round to round, like few opponents have. Mental pressure from round to round, like few opponents have been able to do to James Toney.
Yes.
Hard punches by Jirov there, hard right hand by Tony, and it's Jirov. No doubt the problem is one of Tony's accurate counter shots. Breaks him with the left, comes back with the right to the top of the head, another right on the temple, jab, Tony not throwing much.
Trying to go up hook behind that right hand too. He's trying to make it all with the right hand. And the pace is just but at the pace that Jirov is setting right now, it looks pretty rough for James.
There's a low blow from Jirov. Steve Smoker tells him to keep it up.
I'm surprised that James hasn't thrown his left hook.
Jirov, he's not diminished in any way by the low blow. And a big right hand by Tony, and Jirov keeps throwing, although without any balance. Straight right hand.
Hook can really have something going for himself.
When they trade at close range, Tony's quicker.
Tony.
And a hard left hand by Jirov, and a straight left. Jirov, and a straight left to the belly. Drives Tony back into the ropes. Unleash the beast. Finally, Jirov slipped the punch, throwing it horizontally.
And when he just takes his focus off of
Style contrast fight, Jirov Tarver would be interesting. They're both tall southpaws, but one.
he's had a lot of fights in big fights too.
Physical activity in round 4. Favors Jirov. Tony catches. Combi box numbers through 4 or 5. Tony landing game. Tony, the most punches ever landed in a championship fight. That's Vasily Jirov. That's why we expected a body shots backing Tony off the game. Good left hook by Tony. Body shots backing Tony. Smoker's letting him go. For a fight with this much physical activity, leaning all over each other, Smoker's letting him fight. Oh, what a display of counter shot, James Toney. This is brilliant stuff. Tony grinning as he controls the action.
He's fighting where he wants to be, where he can stay in the ropes and don't have to use his legs.
Tony taking with his solid shots from Tony. Jirov comes straight forward, digging to the belly, taking shots. He comes straight forward, digging to the belly, taking shots upstairs.
I got it all here to this point. 5 rounds to James Toney.
strange exercises as putting him in a close.
Stood all of it and continually come right back and got the best of every one of the exchanges at the tail end of it.
Trying to get to Tony's breadbasket. Tony's breadbasket. Unleash the beast. Partnership with Southern California real estate mogul Ronnie Peter. And I'm gonna ride on your stardom. And Tony has responded to that. Big left hook for Tony. Shortening the distance, limiting the damage of Tony's counter shots. Jirov just keeps beating into the body. And Tony keeps coming back, but
He's hitting James.
fewer and fewer punches.
Yes, and James is getting hit on his shoulders, his elbows, everywhere. For a minute, Tony will take complete control.
Right hand by Tony, wobbled Jirov. Jirov takes 3 more shots in a row. Tony's big opportunity right here.
Yes, it is.
This is the best chance James Tony's had.
Yeah, and his left hookers have been
Going horizontally.
when he just takes his focus off of
Style contrast fight. Jirov Tarver would be interesting. They're both tall southpaws, but one
a lot of fights on big fights too.
physical activity in round 4. Favorite Jirov, Tony catch.
A lot of fights on big fights too.
Physical activity in round 4. Favorite Jirov, Tony catch. Comedy box numbers 4 find Tony landing games. Tony, the most punches ever landed in a championship fight. That's Vasily Jirov. That's why we expected it. Body shots backing Tony off again. Good left hook by Tony. I'm not sure how much more Jirov can let his hands go in this situation. I'm not sure how much more Jirov can let his hands go in this situation. Smoker's letting him go. For a fight with this much physical activity, leaning all over each other, Smoker's letting them fight. Oh, what a display of counter shots by James Toney. This is brilliant stuff. Tony grinning as he controls the action.
He's fighting where he wants to be, where he can stay in the ropes and don't have to use his legs.
Tony chasing with his solid shots from Tony. Jirov comes straight forward, digging to the belly, taking shots.
57 rear ends of these. I gotta go leave it to this point. All the odd rounds for James Toney.
Lest you think that Vasily Jirov will wilt under this punishment, won't like the pain of what James Toney's dealing out to him. Just remember that Kazakh national boxing coach Alex Apachinsky raised Jirov on a diet of such strange exercises as putting him in a
Stood all of it and continued to come right back. He got the best of every one of the exchanges at the tail end of it.
trying to get to Tony's breadbasket. Trying to get to Tony's breadbasket. Trying to get to Tony's breadbasket.
just trying to outwork him. And when you do that with a cagey guy like James, you have to pay a price, even if you win the fight.
Tony looks the fresher of the two as they come down the stretch in the 11th. That in itself is amazing. And Jirov levels Tony with a right. Amazing. Amazing. Now James begins to carry. I don't see how the wives can watch it.
Oh, this is a beautiful fight. And the thing about it, Jirov can fix when he wants to, too, from his big amateur background. So good on his toes and box. But the strategy in this fight is adjusted to the same where James Tony down.
What a courageous round by Jirov. He looked nearly out of it at the end of the 10th. He has come back and dominated the 11th round. This is an act of will by Jirov to take.
But he's never backed up.
103-6-4. Froch pointed to the canvas. I think it was a slip. I mean, there's no question that this ring is quick. If you haven't paid much attention to the cruiserweight division before now, maybe you will in the future. This would be Charles Tony. Right hand by Tony catches Jirov flush. Let's go! Look at this.
Jirov is going. Let's look at him now. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this.
Partnership with Southern California real estate mogul Ronnie Tudor. And I'm going to ride on your stardom. And Tony has responded to that. Big left hook for Tony. Shortening the distance, limiting the damage of Tony's counter shots. Jirov just keeps beating him to the body. And Tony keeps coming back, but
He's hitting James.
fewer and fewer punches.
Yes, James is getting hit on his shoulders, his elbows, everywhere.
Release the piece.
For a minute, Tony will take complete control.
Right hand by Tony wobbles Jirov. Jirov takes 3 more shots in a row. Tony's big opportunity right here.
Yes, it is.
This is the best chance James Tony's had. Tony. 45 seconds.
Those guys going to have a lot of credibility after this fight here. James went to the corner to end of the, I think, the 9th round, totally exhausted, and Trump not even power punches, just trying to outwork him. And when you do that with a cagey guy like James, you're going to have to pay a price, even if you win the fight.
Tony looks the fresher of the two as they come down the stretch in the 11th. That in itself is amazing. And Jirov levels Tony with the right hand. And Jirov levels. Now James begins to carry. I don't see how the wives can watch it.
And the thing about Jirov can box when he wants to, too, from his big amateur background, so good on his toes and box. But the strategy in this fight is just to wear James Tony down.
What a courageous round by Jirov. He looked nearly out of it at the end of the 10th. He has come back and dominated the round. This is an act of will by Jirov to take the
Never back up.
103-6-4. What even? 103-6-4. The wife pointed to the canvas. I think it was a slip. I mean, there's no question that this ring is quick. If you haven't paid much attention to the cruiserweight division before now, maybe you will in the future. This would be the ring. Momentarily stunned Tony. Right hand by Tony catches Jirov flush. Look at this. Look at this.
Jirov is golden. Left hook him now. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at this.
Froch starting to get his confidence now. Taylor continues to pop the jab. Oh my! Froch on the ropes. He may be hurt. Taylor moving in. Froch is hurt. Right hand. And Froch. Another right hand left hook. Froch expected him to have a very good portion in the first part of this. Unleash the beast. Left hand by Taylor with the wicket. He's been working on angles with a nice shot stepping off the line, making Froch miss.
But the refs do even more of that. They told him in the corner to get out of the pocket quicker. They don't want him standing right in front of Froch even a little bit. Than Jermaine Taylor, and that's why he's missing those right hands that he throws. Taylor's been able to split them.
Hey, guys, listen up on the break. Listen up, all right? Hey, Frank, step back. Step back. Nice step. Feel the beat. Feel the beat. Although Mike Ortega tells him to keep him up. Looks like they were right on the belt line.
He would go out there. Then he wondered if he would be up. Nice jab by him. He would be up. Nice jab by him. As a counterpunch. Many wondered, could Jermaine Taylor be hungry again? He said, I'm hungry to win a title, and I think the other time before is to try and be hungry. But he told him Froch in his corner. Here's the jab, but the two empty busier, and he's having a hard time doing those things.
Once upon a time, Jermaine Taylor was considered the future of the 160-pound division. He lived up to the expectations for all intents and purposes.
He really did to an extent. You know, he beat a legend of Bernard Hopkins. He beat a legend of Bernard Hopkins.
He's been in war. Bernard Hopkins twice.
And Froch, of course, obviously undefeated, has never lost. It's not as if Taylor has been bad in the last. Not as if Taylor has been bad in the last. Ortega doesn't take any points away.
Nice left hook by Drew. Taylor putting his punches together at the end of the round. Trying to steal it. They butt heads.
The pace of this fight has slowed a little bit here, primarily because Jermaine Taylor is kind of pacing himself right now, and Froch doesn't want to attack one.
Combination punching by Froch. Feel the beat. Feel the beat. Right hand connected by Taylor, and he doubled up the jab as he stepped back a block right before around Taylor's high guard. Taylor lead right hand gets through.
It really is, because he was landing it up the middle, but then it did start getting blocked, and then looping it really helped him. So look, you won our first dispute.
That's all right. Blood coming out of the nose of Taylor. Creep into his head. But look at him come back and put together a combination. Left by Froch to the body. Taylor blocks the left hook. Let's go. Pouring it on. Superstar in his country.
but then it did start getting blocked, and then looping it really helped him. So look, you won our first dispute.